Hey, how's it going, everybody? Do you like Star Wars? Because we do too. Welcome to Nerd Out Nerd Style. I'm Clint Ritchie.
I'm James, aka Tater Nuts 99.
Get ready to nerd out with the Skeleton Crew. Episode 5. You have a lot to learn about pirates.
Arr.
Arr.
Commander Kelly, the time has come. Execute Order 66.
Those born of Mandalore strayed away from the path. Eventually, the Imperial interlopers destroyed all that we knew and loved in the Night of 1,000 Tears.
It's well hidden and unstable. One blast to any part of it will destroy the entire station. Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't know if it's just pirates. That's the reason I'm liking this show. But there has to be a reason. Maybe it's the mystery. I don't know. But I'm having fun watching this.
You know why?
Why?
This is something my girlfriend said. It's because it's a lot like Indiana Jones.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
And one of the biggest things is like the booby traps. And then when Jod
Goonies.
punched up, huh?
Goonies.
Yeah, yeah, and then when Jod punched that dude out, the other three fell in the mud pit, he punched him out. It looked just like Indiana Jones. Like it had the same punch, so like it has really good Indiana Jones vibes.
Yeah. Indiana Jones. Good movie. Great movie. The first one.
Great trilogy.
I mean, it's debatable. Anyways,
Not the last movie. The last movie was
we've got a question, and then I also made up a joke. It's probably not that funny, but I hope you guys enjoy it anyways. All right. How does Padme take her hot dogs?
like Anakin,
No, extra.
burnt and crispy.
Yeah, extra crispy. Sorry. It's everybody knows the joke just like by asking it, but it's still funny. Ha, I laugh. All right, now back to the question stuff that we've been doing. James gave me this one. I liked it. And you know what? I want to hear his answer first since he came up with the question.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, if you were, a pirate crew and you had some buried treasure or like it was hidden in a temple that you and your men like took over, what kind of booby traps would you be setting to make sure that nobody can get your booty?
So I was thinking about this, man. I think I would like to do a really not toxic. 'Kay, I don't want no one to die from it, but really just ratchet. I mean, like the most nastiest smell you can think of.
Yeah.
Like where it's like a skunk, it just stays on you, and you're like, I gotta get it off. Oh my god, it stinks. Ooh, like. I mean, obviously, if you really wanted the booty bad enough, you just go, fuck it, let's just get into this shit.
Yeah. Or wear a one of those.
Respirator.
Yeah, one of those masks.
Cad Bane, come here, man.
Yeah, Cad Bane would have no problem with that.
Yeah, but he might get decapitated.
What?
Yeah, 'cause he's too tall, man.
What are you gonna have in there that's gonna decapitate him?
The laser. Not me, but, the laser that was in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Well, how about you? What would your booby trap of preference be?
My booby trap of preference. Have you seen you played Mario, right? Everybody's played Mario, right?
Yeah.
Those little things like when you walk underneath it and they fall down. Those big old
Oh, the big blocks.
yeah. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
just have those set everywhere.
just smashy. Just oh
Boop.
fuck.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
Da 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 da.
Yep. Okay. Well, that was mine. You would definitely have to work and be very very cautious if you wanted to make it through that temple. Because think about that in real life. Yeah, in Mario you can see him up there. Because you're
Yeah,
looking at it from the screen. But if you were actually doing it, you would literally have to look at the top, the bottom, left, right, the entire thing constantly, and you couldn't just run
yeah.
through it holding down A.
Right.
Yep, that's my answer.
What?
Let
All
me
right.
let me know what you guys would pick. Put it down in the comments, please.
So I have to get into this. I'm dying to get into this. So again, I fell asleep last night. In my defense, this time it was like almost midnight. Okay, and I had been up since like 4:30. So like I was a little tired when I tried to watch it, but I was really excited to watch it. And I woke up after the middle, like right when the dudes get slung off with the mud. So I was like, oh man, cool. And then I fell back asleep. And then I re-woke up at the acid pit.
Yeah, yesterday, I think it was about 10:30, right before I went to bed. I go, damn it, I never watched it. And I was like, oh well, I'll wake up super early because I plan on getting up early anyway. Because Merry Christmas, everybody. That's
Yes,
that's when
Merry
this
Christmas.
that's when this is being recorded. So I had
Feliz
stuff.
Navidad.
Yep, I had stuff to do this morning, and now I'm free for a minute. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so I woke up probably like 5:50, 5:45, somewhere around there. It was right
Hmm.
before 6 o'clock, and yeah, I watched the movie. I enjoyed it. The TV show, the show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, actually. Uh,
Hmm.
the way they put this together made me happy. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, first off, at the ending, boom, almost every episode, it's like, shit, what's going to happen? At the end of the last one, the robot went crazy. The one before that, they just uh left the owl's house on the run.
Hmm.
Maybe they're going to find at, and that's what they thought. And then this one, fucking good old Jod turns his back on him and becomes
Yeah.
captain.
Well, I want to say, you know what? Well, you know what? He turns his back on him, and at the end, right, I mean, it cuts off before you see the saber ignite. At the end, he sucks up the saber with the force, and like, ding. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
So
now he's got a lightsaber thanks to Wim. But I was looking at it when Wim was holding it. I was like, does he have that upside down? And he went to go turn it on and it went straight down at his foot. Dude, I was like, thank God that finally happened to somebody.
right, yeah. That's what I was a little upset about it with my girlfriend. I was telling her either last night or this morning. I said, I wanted him to be able to like light it up and not look like a dork
Yeah.
doing it. But at the same time, I don't want him to be like a Ray and be able to fight someone that has trained in the Force.
Oh, there's no way he was going to be able to fight him. But,
No, no,
he does
no.
have a lightsaber that can cut anything in half.
Well,
If,
almost
if he
anything.
was able to use it. And where the fuck did he get his training from? Did he just like meditate by himself, like in the brig? He was just in the brig the whole time, meditating, trying to feel the force. That's what happened. It's the only thing. It's the only explanation. Unless
How he ignited the saber?
no, no, Jod. How the fuck does he know the force?
Dude, okay, so I know it's a little early to talk about Jod like that, but I want to just touch base with you. So when he was talking to Wim, he literally told Wim that your parents are everything that you attach to your parents, your anxieties, your
Oh
depression,
yeah, he
your
said
worries.
exactly what the Jedi
Um,
say.
yeah, and he says that's that forget them. That's attachment. and that's going to bring you down, dude. Basically, he said it a little differently. He also said you have a powerful imagination. He said your focus determines your reality. That's another Yoda saying, or maybe Obi-Wan. So I think that you're right in his origin story. I think
Wait, how he
this
got picked
dude.
up as a kid and he used to be at the Jedi Temple when Order
I think
66
he was
happened?
at the Jedi Temple training to be a youngling or whatever, and
He was
then
a
Order
youngling
66
training to be a
happened.
Padawan.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Order 66 happened, and then he got kind of just flung along the galaxy, and he had to find a way to survive, and he's kind of like Star Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dude, what if I nailed that shit, man?
I mean, it makes sense. How else does he know about the Jedi teachings? I mean, it's very possible that he could have been picked up by another Jedi at one point, or maybe met one,
If you look at the
and
age, if his how old do you think he's? About 45, right?
maybe in his 50s.
40, 45, maybe 50. This is what I'm getting at. In the show, if he's probably about 45, 50. This is 20 years uh after, or this is probably about 30 years actually. After 30, no, this is before. Hold on, let me think about it. This is 9 years after BBY, right? This is 9 after BBY. That's 30 years altogether. So if he was like, I don't know, like
10 or 12.
yeah, about 12, he'd be about 47 right now.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Everything I said right there is false. I'm pretty sure he had to have been a Padawan. Maybe by the time maybe his master was killed. I don't know, but he wouldn't be 47. No, that's wrong. It's wrong. Hey, he's only like 42 maybe. I don't know. Anyways, what do you guys think? Yeah.
Yeah, so he could have been a youngling.
Yeah, he could be.
He could have learned enough to know about the Force, how to manipulate the Force, like moving objects. Because he hasn't done anything with the Force, like in a battle, right? He hasn't like Force pushed
Yeah.
or obviously electric shock, or because that's more of a Sith trait. But I really do think he was brought up in the Jedi Temple, especially with those two sayings he told Wim. And he's not necessarily a bad guy. He just does bad shit because he's a gritty little turd. And here's another thing, okay? So when the robot was heading to take him to the pirate lair, he was telling the story what happened to Captain Tack Renaud, or
Yep.
Renaud. So let me get my phone real quick, look it up, and I'll tell you all about Captain Renaud. Yeah, I sent it to you in a Wookiee.
Oh yeah,
Wookiee.
it's pretty much what they said on the TV show already. And you know what? I want to kind of talk about that. Do you think that's a guy or a girl?
So Tack Renaud was a former captain of the Onyx Cinder, SN-33, or as we like to call him, Shmi. Was devotedly loyal to them, searching the starship endlessly for them. Fern claimed she killed the Onyx Cinder's old captain and threw him into space. Smee agreed with her that she was therefore the new captain of the ship.
Yeah.
Sometime before 9 ABY, sorry, Battle of Yemen? After
Yeah.
the Battle of Yemen?
BBY is before the battle.
ABY. ABY.
After. That's after.
Okay. So, sometime 9 years after the Battle of Yemen, Renaud visited the fallen sanctum on the planet at Akram, or at Akrin.
Yeah, that's all.
The planet
That's
where
all
we were.
that's all that's happened in this show already.
Yeah. There he killed any of his crew who saw the coordinates to At-Aten and ordered Smee to destroy the coordinates that were inscribed on a pillar. Renaud then told Smee to forget everything he knew about At-Aten and that anyone looking for the planet's treasure should be pulled apart limb from limb. Okay, so Oh, he then killed any of the crew who saw the coordinates. Because that's what my question was going to be. Like, if he killed a crew that saw the coordinates, and how much crew did he have left? Obviously, it wasn't that many.
Yeah.
Because, however, and this is what I loved about it. Prior to his death, Renault locked the mutinous crew out of the ship's controls. With the crew unable to stop it, the Onyx Cinder crashed into the forested surface of Aladdin, killing all of the crew. Right? Wrong. Okay, here's my problem. If the crew's dead, okay, because obviously it wasn't too long ago, right? This
Right.
just recently happened a few years ago, maybe. Okay, so if the crew's fucking dead, then where's the bones?
There were bones.
Where?
Remember when they first got on there? He even took the sword out of one of them, and he kept like a blade.
Yeah, but where's the rest of them?
There were bones. The only thing that wasn't there was the captain's bones.
So we're just missing the captain then.
Yeah, and we don't know
Okay.
how long ago all that actually crashed.
Well, when does the story take place?
Well, this story that's taking place right now is in 9 years after the Battle of Yavin. So everything that we found out so far has only happened in the after the Battle of Yavin, other than what
Well,
the
okay, so
other
if
other,
it's
other than what Shmi has said to the kids, which you just explained about how the captain crash landed the ship.
right. Well, my thing is, okay, so um, the events of at Akram, where the captain killed his crew that saw the coordinates, that just happened. Then
No, I don't think that just happened.
no, because it literally said 9 ABY.
I think that's when
That's
we
when the
found
captain.
that's when we found out about the story.
Yeah,
Does it say Smee reveals that this happened?
I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think so.
Oh well, I feel like it would
Okay.
be a lot older than that. Either way, the captain's body was not there. Otherwise, I think Smee would have saw it, because he saw the other ones. He probably was just like, oh, those are crew. But if he would have saw the captain's clothing on his skeleton, he would have put two to two together. He's not a dumb droid. He definitely would have like figured that out for sure, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
Well, it says here, okay, it even says in a description of Renaud's ghost, it says, was the former captain of the Onyx Cinder. Me was devotedly loyal to them, searching the starship endlessly for them. Fern claimed. So if he was searching endlessly for them, wouldn't he have known where the bones were? And they're like, oh, they're fucking dead.
What?
Obviously,
What do you mean? Wait,
so the
no, no,
robot
no.
was searching endlessly for the crew
Oh, before he
before the kids got on there.
well, I know that there was a mutiny because there was
Yeah.
there was dead people, and she supposed. Oh wait, this is another thing. Is it a she or is it a he? Because I don't know
It's
about
just-
you guys, but he said, "What's a concubine?" And I was like, "What is a concubine?" So I had to look that up. Did anybody else know what a concubine is? Because I sure didn't. Do you know what a concubine is?
Is it like someone out of wedlock having sex with you?
It's yeah, close to it. Yep, exactly. It
So there
is
you go.
concubine is a woman who lives with and has sex with a man she is not married to. Now, this term can also refer to a mistress
Right.
and some. So okay, so he definitely it was definitely a guy, and then the concubine was the person that she was having he or she was having sex with was his right hand. Damn it! I was wanting to be a female this whole time, but I guess I'm wrong.
I'm so proud of you, Clinton, for coming around.
You're coming around for what?
That a woman can be a strong lead role.
I've never said that it can't be. What the fuck?
You sure hate Ray. You sure hate Ray.
Ray sucks. That whole movie. Ray is okay. It's not. Ray's
I'm
not the worst
obviously pushing your
character.
buttons.
The
I'm
writing
obviously,
is such. It's so bad.
yeah. But let's touch base on the cinder on the onyx cinder, right?
Yeah, sure.
'Cause I love the
Let's
fact that
talk
this
more about
episode.
how I hate women. I'm kidding.
I
Fuck
love how
you.
this episode really did a good job on adding to the lore behind the story of the ship, behind the captain, all that, right? So the Onyx Cinder was the starship of the notorious pirate Tack Renaud, based in Skull Ridge Mountain on the planet Lanupa. Um, Renaud ruled the space lanes for years, but his hunt for the treasure planet at Atten resulted in the death of the entire crew after a mutiny, and the cinder became buried in a forest. Okay. And the first mate was the its first mate was a droid.
Oh,
What?
so Smee. Smee was his first mate.
But
SM-33.
Smee was saying the first mate got outrageously.
No, that was his second. Yeah, he said his second mate.
I don't think so, dude.
Yep.
So the Onyx Cinder was a medium-sized starship similar to a light freighter with a black-colored hull and four white stripes. It had a hyperdrive, 6 engines located on the side. Blah blah. I'm trying to just make sure there's nothing cool because it's mysterious, right? I was hoping that somebody would have something. So it was almost completely buried in dirt. Roots have grew from its overhead, and small animals lived in it. So obviously, it's been buried for a while.
Yeah, see, this is another thing I was going to tell you. That it's going to be hard to say that it was there like that year, like recently, because this is all happening in 9 BB or ABY, which that says that which you're saying it crash landed. Then, well, if that was the case, why the heck are there already skeletons? Bones don't decay that fast. There would still be meat and stuff, you know.
Right? Yeah. So this
And I
obviously happened before 9 ABY. It might have happened like 1 or 2 ABY.
Yeah. Oh, I
Um,
was thinking,
my question
like
is the captain when the captain was on the hunt for? Okay, so the very first episode, the very first time we see,
I was thinking this thing crashed like long
long
time
before
ago.
ABY, like maybe
Long
BBY,
way, but like
like 10 BBY.
maybe like 10 BBY or 10,000 BBY.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. The place
I
uses
don't know.
old Republic credits, which existed like I want to say it was like 25,000 years ago or 2,000, maybe it was 2,000 years ago. 25 to 2,000, somewhere around there. I know that's a big margin. But what I'm saying is they were using those credits back when I think the old empire tried to take over, which was 25 or 24,000 BBY, which would make sense that they hid those planets to make credits for them, because we found that that's what they're doing in this little thing too, right? We found out they're making
Mhm.
credits. Yeah, so also, if they're making credits, who the heck are they making credits for?
Yeah.
Because the old Republic's gone now. Unless it is for the new Republic, but every time somebody sees one of those coins, they freak out because it's not an ordinary coin. So I don't know. Very confusing. We'll figure it out sooner or later. I'm sure that's going to happen.
Okay, I found it. So the Galactic Republic, which existed between around 25,000 BBY, it ended around 19 BBY,
Oh,
and was also known as the Old Republic.
so I didn't know it went all the way up to the 19 BBY, which is actually whenever Palpatine took over. So those coins could just be from the old Republic, even though the new Republic has taken over. So maybe I still feel like it's old as fuck. Could be wrong. We at least know that that planet is 20,000 or 20 years before the BBY. You know that was established before.
So the Old Republic around 4000 BBY. This period covers Kotor, and SWTOR. It's KOTOR and then SWTOR. Famous figures: Raven, Malik, the Shans, Malgus,
Malgus.
and then Vitiate.
Yeah, vitiates the Empire. Malgus
Also,
is a freaking beast. He's the first person to actually conquer Coruscant after the Republic took it over. I'm gonna get all into that on my Star Wars stories. Trust me, that's going to come at some point.
correct me if I'm mistaken on this, but isn't the Book of Bane? Doesn't that take place around 1,000 years before BBY?
2,000 years.
2,000 years.
Yep.
So that would also cover the period of Bane.
No, it is 1,000 years. It is 1,000 years because they had been extinct for millennia. Yeah, so
I
1,000
mean, it's
years.
2,000 years.
Is it 2,000?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was 2,000 years. Yep.
So
I thought a
yeah, the
millennia
Book
was
of
1,000
Bane
years.
covered in that. So that's pretty cool.
Either way.
Well, you know what I was thinking? What would be really cool is if the captain was like a descendant from the Sith, because Bane had layers. He had like fucking layers of like hidden shit.
No, because dude, think about it. After there was one, there was only one more to take their place. So there was no descendant coming. They didn't sleep around.
No,
Well, I
I
guess
mean
they
like
might have because
descendant
fucking
of the
Xana
Sith,
was a
like the next Sith master. Like how Bane always had like ways of making money
yeah.
and ways of doing shit and getting shit done and having being powerful in the galactic.
He had Xana, dude. And then
Yeah.
they started getting into into the politics. Then they started running the politics. And then Emperor Palpatine came up after his buddy was his person was part of the banking clan, and they held power there, got him on the Senate, and boom, it all happens. It falls into place. It's so nice. Sorry.
We're here to arrest you and let the Senate judge you. I am the Senate. That's so hot, dude. I love that part. Golly. That really tickles my fancy, that part does. So yeah, man. There's just so many good little nooks of information in this episode.
I like it.
That kind of foreshadows or after shadows or like tells a story of what happened. But I'm telling you, Jod, he really acts funny. Like I think he could be the first mate that betrayed him.
No, see, I don't think so. Because he crashed the ship. It definitely got crashed. It was buried, like it said.
It doesn't look crashed.
Well, it's because it's a big ass fucking ship. Did you notice whenever it went down onto the platform where all the other ones were sitting? That thing was complete. Like it was like five or six of the other ships.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, maybe 10. It was way bigger than all the other ships.
Here's an idea, right? What if when it crashed on that Atten, that instead of just going clunk, it went like it looks like it would glide into some land pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So what if it just glided into the side of a hill, buried itself, to make it look like it just got grown over? What if it's only been there for a few years?
I don't think that was on a hill. Actually, that was down.
The kid fell off the side of a hill.
Yeah, but
into a valley.
The whole place is like round, like this.
It's either embedded like a bullet into a hill, or it's been there for 1,000 or more years.
I feel like it's like on episode 3, whenever they crash half the ship and it like slides. I feel like that happened, except they didn't have half a ship; they had a whole one.
Yeah. And what's the odds that the ship crashed and some random kids? And here's another part that bugs me. I just thought about it. Okay, so the ship, the controls got locked out. Nobody can fly the ship. But yet these random fucking kids get on and start pushing buttons, and then now it takes off.
Yeah, I don't know.
That don't make any fucking sense.
Well, it broke. It crashed. Everybody died, so they couldn't start the ship and take off. The only person that I think survived, like I said before, was the captain. Except the door was kind of buried, but like, was it really? I guess it really wasn't buried. Um, apparently, all you had, KB, all she did was kick it. You just had to wake it up. That's what she said. Wake
Well,
it.
she also plugged her little gear into it.
No, when they got it started, they kicked it.
Mm.
They just kicked it a couple times, and the motor started up. I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense. I mean,
No.
sometimes that's how stuff used to work. Nowadays, if you kick it, it breaks. Back in the day, you used to smack it and it would work.
Kick it and the fucking falls apart.
Think
It's
about
like,
it,
no,
dude.
dude.
Like if you had like something that was not working, you hit it a couple times and it would like a lawnmower, a
Like the
TV.
SNES, like the SNES, the Super
Yeah, the
Nintendo.
Super Nintendos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just smack it and it'll work. I guess
and it's fine.
we did kind of look like monkeys, just like curious, like meh, meh, why isn't this working? Nowadays, if you do that, it doesn't work. It does not work nowadays. So like
Yeah.
we de-evolved somehow, but also evolved.
No, we evolved, but our equipment de-evolved. Devolved.
Devolved. Devolved.
De-evolved.
Devolved. Devolved. I don't know. I have that.
Devolved.
I have that in a couple of my Star Wars stories. They always come out weird. I'm like devolved, devolved. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what else I got over here. Oh. Wim turned into a baby this episode. All about fun adventure and going on a quest, and stop crying. We just started. I don't think it's been that long. Maybe it has. I could be wrong, but he's already missing his home. He wishes he never went on the adventure. He had a chance to do something cool and he almost stabbed himself in the foot.
Stabbed, more like burned off.
Hey, but at least he got the whole day lightsaber. Think about that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. I'd be stoked. I'd be like, all right, we're good. Give me to the bad guys. I have to do the one thing I've thought about my entire life.
Now, my girlfriend said something that kind of caught my attention. Don't you have to use the Force to ignite saber? No.
That's how it used to be. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure.
There's so many people that pick up lightsabers and just like, but now,
But how did the button stay on? How did the saber stay ignited while it flung across the room?
well, listen to this. If you turn it on, it is also supposed to be like very heavy to the wielder, kind of like the Mandalorian whenever he uses the dark saber, because like he doesn't really have, he's not in touch with the Force at all, so he can't do nothing. But it's other people, like whenever what's her face, the girl Sabine, whenever she first started, she also talked about how it was heavy at first and then it got lighter, because like once you start learning how to use it, because the crystal reacts to the Force. So it's like an extension of the Force. So when you ignite it, if you don't know how to control the Force, it seems like it's heavy because it's just like it's like weighing down. But like
Yeah.
if you can touch the Force, it literally moves itself, other than you moving it.
Well, it's supposed to work. You're supposed to work as the blade, not against the blade. Not like
Yeah.
you and the blade. It is just y'all.
Yep.
You both as one. This is the way. Say it, man.
This is the way.
Thank you. God,
Sorry. I'm so
leave
sorry.
me fucking hanging. I thought you were supposed to be a Star Wars nerd, man. You just totally spaced out.
Oh, dude. You want to go over favorite parts?
Uh,
I think we covered everything. Other than the fact that we see that hut guy, and you know how like the dude was coming up to like give him something. I can't remember exactly what he was doing. He was like giving him a towel or something, and he picked them up to eat them. And the whole time,
Oh. No,
the
he's
guy,
bringing him a snack, and he's like, "I don't want this fucking snack. Like, fuck this." And
well, he was going to go eat them, and the guy kept on saying, "Not again, not again, not again." That means he's been ate before. Where did he come out of? What happened?
that's a good
How is
question.
how has this happened before? What does he mean by not again? I'm curious. I want to see. I don't know if I really want to see, but tune me like let me know. When Hut swallows stuff, does it come out alive?
Yeah.
These are things I must know. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments, please. Okay. Now, favorite parts.
Um, my favorite part. My favorite. I have two favorite parts. Okay, I have the one where Jod lights up the saber. Because I think the next episode is going to be exhilarating. Okay. And then my other favorite part, I guess I had three. So my other favorite, I'll just do,
Hold
I'll
on,
do this one. Okay. Hold on.
before we do favorite parts,
Okay.
because you haven't mentioned any of them. You just said that you have so many. Let's try and guess what's going to happen in the next episode.
Okay.
All right. So what are your predictions for next episode?
Well, I think
The
the
bad
kids,
guys, the other pirates are coming in. They're trying to capture
no,
Silvo.
they get burned up.
He's
They get
in,
burned up by the acid.
oh, that's right. That's right. Not all of them are dead
I
though.
mean,
Come on.
presumably burned up by the acid.
Well, anyways, they're burned up by the acid. They're going up on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other ones are going to be locked in the brig or whatever. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, they found that trap door.
Oh yeah, they went down. They went down.
Yeah.
You're right. Not all of them though, right? No, all of
All
them
of them
did.
did. Yeah,
Okay.
except the robot and Jod.
What? Okay.
So
Okay.
I think what's going to happen is the kids will find an alternative way out back to the ship, and Jod's going to meet them there with the lightsaber in hand.
Oh, you think it's going to be a battle to the death between Wim and Jod?
No,
No.
no, no. I think that they're going to be like, all right, come on, man, we got to go because everybody's hot on their ass, dude. You got the pirates that wants to fuck them up.
I
You
thought you
got
said they're
the
dead.
people, huh?
I thought you said they were dead.
No, presumably.
Okay,
Meaning
presumably.
like
Okay.
they
Yeah.
can be acid up. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. We didn't see him die, so we can't throw him out of the picture just
Right.
yet. But and then the guards, the security force there want to get him. So I mean, it's a lot of like tension right now. So whatever they do, they're going to have to do it pretty quick. So I think the next episode is going to take off right where it left off.
Yeah, of course. Of course, it's going to take off right where it left off. But I think what's going to happen is, I feel like, I really feel like the kids are going to be trapped for some reason, and maybe not. Maybe they're going to lead out somewhere. Either way, I think not all the other pirates are dead, and I think some of them are upstairs waiting for somebody to go back to the ship, and then Silvo's going to get captured, and then they're going to try and go free him, so they can get 33 back. It's me.
Yeah.
That's what I
Do
think is going
you?
to happen.
Oh, and we also find out that at Atten, the reason it's so valuable is because it's where the old Republic printed their money.
Yeah.
It's a mint. So
Well, never mind. The kids are going to have to. The kids are definitely going to have to get with them at some point because there's no way the kids can fly the ship unless KB has learned
and
something.
then well she might have, but also you gotta think the parents are trying to get a message to the kids to help them
Oh yeah, I wanted to
without
talk about
giving
that.
instructions about getting back to the planet.
Yeah, how's that going to happen? How's that going to work?
So I mean there's a lot of things that's
First,
just
they don't know what kind
cooking.
of ship they're on. How are they supposed to get a message to some random ship? The only thing they can do is get a message to the Republic, and if the Republic knows that they're out there, maybe then they can get an actual photo of them. But they also
It
said
goes
that
back.
the Republic was looking for him. Hold on, give me a second. They don't have the pictures though. So if the Republic did run into them and then seeing their pictures, which they've had a couple chances too, which it was in this last episode and the one with the owl, if they would have got picked up at some point, they would be home or at least close to be going home if the parents can actually get a message out.
Or the parents are actually the pirates,
You
and
think
so they know the transponder codes.
you think that all the pirates or all the
Not all of them, but I think some of them.
like the mom, right?
The dad.
No, the dad's trying his best. He looks so worried.
He's a bitch. That's why he's on that planet. He can't be a pirate. He's a
Yeah.
bitch. I say
Nope.
he's a bitch.
Nobody
He's a
likes
scared cat.
turtles.
Now we know why Wim is so scared. Because his dad's so scared.
All right, so favorite parts, dude. Let's get over it.
All right. So my favorite part is when KB pulled out the channel lock, not channel locks, the monkey wrench,
Yeah.
and we're like, ooh, and it reminded me of Doctor Who. You
I,
remember Doctor Who?
I've never
How he'd
actually
throw out a
watched.
sonic screwdriver, and they're like, it's, and he like, and then he fucks some other shit up, and it fucks everybody else up. Yeah, so she's all like, wink, and then it overloaded the pressure on the pipe, and it blew them off the ledge into the mud. I thought that was pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
that was a really good part. I liked it. I also my favorite part happened at the very beginning of the movie, kind of. Whenever old Smee, it's always Smee. Smee's awesome for me. Well, anyways, he's laying down, restrained. He was like, "I'm not gonna hurt you. Trust me." Blah blah blah. And they're like, "Well, take us there." And he's like, "Right away." And he like stands up. Apparently, he was not restrained at all the entire time, and he just acted like he
He
was.
broke the rope.
Yeah, he just acted like he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually he could just sit up whenever he wanted to. He's
I
like,
love.
"Don't worry, Captain."
So okay, so we hear that KB rewrote his memory circuit,
Yeah.
so he doesn't overload his shit again, right? So I love the fact that when they flip his switch, he's all like this, right? So I'll turn, and he goes, "What do you want?" Like he's fucking cranky, and they're like, "Tell us about at and whatever." So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I liked that part too. That was my other favorite part, by the way. And then I have my third or fourth favorite part, which is at the very beginning in the what happened last week. He's like, "Come on, baby, come on the ship, baby."
Did he say
He's
that
like,
again?
He's that the Smee goes, "Come on the ship, baby," because he's doing babysitting.
Yeah, did he say that? Did he say that again? This one?
No, he didn't say it again.
Oh,
But
you
it
were
was like
saying for
what
last
happened
show.
last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
and so I'm like,
what'd you think about the big ass octopus type weird looking guy?
"Oh, he was pretty cool."
Yeah,
He was the one that helped him break open that I guess door or
Yeah.
like it's like a stone slab.
Passageway. We'll just say that.
Mhm.
Yeah, he got down. They got down there. So if anything, I feel like they're going to be stuck somehow, and he's going to end up helping them out and finding out the rest of their story.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. All right. Well,
I hope they find him on the last episode or whatever, and they tell him all about the rest of their adventure.
yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
that'd be nice. You think that's it? I think we're done.
Yeah, I think
I think we
that's it,
covered
man.
everything. You wanna tell everybody goodbye?
Bye.
Goodbye. Hey, don't do
No,
it
hold
like
on.
that.
Check it out, man. He's working on other stuff right now. It's Christmas today, so we've been building up with families and stuff, so it's been pretty busy. But here the next, at the start of the next year, he's going to be releasing the Tales of the Jedi, the true version. And
Tales of the Jedi. I mean, I guess you could call it that. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't because it's
Don't
copyright.
strike me, Disney. Calm down. What I am going to be doing is going over the origins of the Jedi, where they came from, and how they became.
Or you can go the origin tales of the Jedi.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to do the
Nah,
Jedi
origin
origin.
of the Jedi.
Yeah. something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So,
That's gonna
anyways,
be good.
He's working on that, and so stay tuned for that. Make sure you turn on your bells and notifications for that. That way, when he does release it, you will get notified to watch it immediately, and that's fun.
Also, let us know if we're doing something wrong on the show. I know it's some we got some boring parts every now and then, but we try and make it Star Wars fun, I guess. Some
Yeah.
fun in the galaxy, just a little bit while everybody else hates each other.
That's what I was gonna say earlier. Is that I love this show because it's Star Wars without being the original Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? It's like a different aspect of the universe that we don't normally see.
I like it.
I
I'm
think
liking
that's
it so
pretty
far.
cool. Yeah.
They are hitting the head with the hammer. Hitting,
Hitting the nail on the head.
yeah. What he said. They're doing
Yeah.
exactly that. All right. You guys have fun. Be safe. You get the fuck out of here.
Peace.